What's up, Bang? I am standing right here in central Illinois on the former Chinook Air Force Base, the former home of the ferocious fighter pilots known as the Tuskegee Airmen. This is where they used to live and train. In current day, it is now Lincoln's Challenge Academy, a quasi-military school for at-risk youth, where I used to be a sergeant. Now, we're gonna head about 10 minutes down the road to High Caliber Gun Range, check out their facilities, and see how it goes. You know how we do it. Let's get to it.
You say you be where the shooters be, I be where the shooters be. Trenches ain't nothing new to me, that's the best place to recruit for me. Sometimes I move with 20 men, sometimes it's only 2 or 3. You thought I was just talking, pulled up on them, had the fruit with me. I see clout chasing activists, phony politicians, crooked police, word, God is my witness. You say why it seem like the violence just won't stop, they pay attention. The system designed to work this way, crime pays, it's a business. I done seen the truth, turn the man whole life around. He saving lives, he grew, he used to just brag on his body count. If I love
Before I went to High Caliber, I had to go online to see what other people had to say about the gun range. There were 192 reviewers, and the range got a 4.4 out of 5-star review. There were a lot of 5-star reviews, and I had to scroll pretty far back before I came across anybody who had any real complaints. When I did come across the few negative reviews, they pretty much said the same thing. People complain about the price of the range and ammo and the wait time. People complain that it took a long time for them to get their firearm when using their FFL.
What's up, Bang? We're here at High Caliber Gun Range in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. You know what we do and you know what time it is, so let's get to it.
The outside isn't super impressive. It doesn't have the size or the aesthetic of, say, the Nodis Gun Range in San Antonio. But the parking lot is clean, there's plenty of parking, and there is something homey about the little red building. Their showroom is pretty small, but they do pack it with inventory, and the prices that I could see were pretty decent too. Keep in mind as you look around, a lot of the really fun stuff has been banned here in Illinois. Now on to the range. On the day that I went, they were pretty busy, so they put me on the members side. The booths are pretty wide, giving you plenty of space to put your things. This is how you send your targets out and bring them back. The temperature in the range was very comfortable. The ventilation was really good, and the range itself was pretty clean, all adding up to a pretty pleasant shooting experience. After I took my last shot, I did a quick cleanup and headed out. On my way out, I did notice this large observation window that I somehow missed on my way in. So we talked about the parking lot, the showroom, and the gun range itself. Now moving on to what I believe is the most important part, customer service. And I have to say, even though this was my first time going to this gun range, these guys made me feel like I had been there 100 times already. They were welcoming, friendly, informative. I really can't say enough about the customer service that I received when I was there. In fact, my experience was so good, I decided to go back tomorrow and take a concealed carry class with them since they treated me so well. I'm new to Illinois. I got to get it done anyway, so I might as well spend money with people who treat me well. So, what I know about the concealed carry class I'll be taking tomorrow. One, it's a 16-hour class, but since I am a veteran, I am only required to take 8 of those 16 hours. I also get a veteran's discount. So the class for me tomorrow will only be about 8 hours or so. And I will tap back in with you guys then to let you know how it went and tell you what I think of the class. Hopefully it goes as well as my range experience did.
What's up, Bang? I'm back at High Caliber Gun Range here in Champaign, Illinois. I'm going to be taking a concealed carry class this morning. Since I am a veteran, I only have to take 8 hours of the class. I also get a discount here. So we're going to go in, see how instructors conduct their class, see if there's any tips I can pick up, and see if they're any good at doing their job. I hope so. So let's go in, take the class. I will talk to you guys again in about 8 hours after I finish. See you then.
After getting signed in, the first thing we did was head over to the range so we could qualify. I was coming in on day 2, but I was informed by other students that on day 1 they went over things like shooting stances and sight alignment. In order to qualify, you had to fire 5 rounds at the distances of 5, 7, and 10 feet. Pretty easy work. My instructor, Melody, she presented the information in a way that was easy to understand. She was able to keep us engaged the entire time. She was able to make it as interesting as that information can be, because that day it was pretty much going over the Illinois gun laws, which I'll kind of touch on a little later in the video. But she really did a really good job of managing her class. So I didn't take any video inside of the classroom. I didn't want to be a distraction to the students or the instructor. But I can say that it was pretty much a typical concealed carry class. If you ever taken one, they're pretty much cookie cutter. There are a few that stand out, and pretty much the rest are pretty much slideshows. But the instructor did remain professional, even when people tried to play Stump the Chump and ask her questions to try to trip her up. She handled it well, and she kept the class moving. Her time management was spot on. I believe we were there for just over 8 hours on that second day. So she did really well with that. Okay, so let's go over some of the pros and cons, or some of my likes and dislikes about this particular range. Likes. The parking lot was clean. There was plenty of places to park. The temperature was controlled really well. I was always comfortable inside of the range. The ventilation was good. I never felt like I was choking on gunpowder. The shooting booth that I was in was large and spacious, so I had room to spread my stuff out. The range does allow rapid fire. I always enjoy, doing a mag dump every once in a while, so that was nice as well. They offer a veteran's discount. Love that. The staff was informative and friendly. Some of the best customer service I've had at a gun range in a while. The class was engaging. I did enjoy the class. Learned about Illinois state laws when it concerned to firearms, so that was good. As far as the dislikes that I had, the showroom is kind of small. Despite them putting inventory in there, there's not a lot of room in there. And my last dislike would be is the range isn't as modern as some of the ones that I have been to, but all in all, it's still a pretty good range, comfortable to shoot at, and I'll probably be using this range more often since it is right in my area. So before I close out this video, I do have a tradition that whatever gun range, gun store I visit out of town, I like to pick up a souvenir from there, whether it's a t-shirt, a patch, or a decal. Then if it's a patch or a decal, I like to add it to my gun case. I have a couple that could really use some decals, so my goal is to fill it up with the different gun ranges from out of state that I visit. So right now you can see there aren't that many decals on there. I do have the decal that we picked up in San Antonio from Nautis Gun Range, and we just added the one from Urbana here, high caliber gun range. So I'm looking to add some more. I got plenty of space on here for other ones. So I'm looking forward to filling up my gun case of this one and another one with all of the decals I collect. Every time I travel to a new state, I have to look up the gun laws for that state, as well as any state that I may be traveling through to get to my final destination. So I want to end this video with some laws from Illinois that I consider must-know laws if you plan on relocating or visiting Illinois. If you catch me looking down, that's because I do have some notes with me. There are quite a few of these laws that I do want to touch on because I do feel they are very important if you are planning on visiting or relocating to Illinois. The first of these laws would be the FOID card. That's a firearms owner identification card, which allows you to buy ammo, guns, and use the local gun ranges. Without that card, if you are a resident, you won't be able to do any of that stuff. If you're from out of town, you can get away with it. You can show your out of town ID and you should be fine. But if you're a resident and you want to go to your range, you want to be able to buy firearms, go ahead and get your FOID card. Next would be the concealed carry class. It's a 16-hour class, like I said, pretty straightforward, a lot of PowerPoints. Fire a few rounds and then you're pretty much done. After your 16-hour, you can submit your paperwork, and in about a month to 6 months, I believe, you should have it in the mail if there's nothing that's popping up on you. Moving on to private sales and wait periods. All private sales must go through a FFL, and there is a 72-hour wait period before you can pick your firearm up. Illinois did see fit to restrict our Second Amendment right by banning assault weapon style rifles and many other firearms that they consider to be more dangerous than other firearms. But yeah, so we can't own certain things here unless you've had your rifle or assault rifle grandfathered in, or you're part of active duty military or law enforcement. Then you will have all of your privileges and rights, and you can own your assault weapons. We are only allowed to have 15 rounds in our handguns, 10 rounds in our rifles. And I believe in the Chicago area, you're only allowed to have 10 rounds in your handgun. So yeah, isn't it great that they know how many rounds it's gonna take to stop a threat? That's awesome that they took that into consideration and figured that all out for us. Constitutional carry is a no-go here, and open carry is also a no-go in Illinois. Illinois is also not a stand your ground state, and you do have the duty to retreat if you find yourself in a situation and you need to use deadly force. Attempt to run away first before defending yourself. And when you find yourself in a car, if you have a Illinois concealed carry license, your firearm must be concealed at all times, but you are good to travel with it loaded and on your person or about your vehicle. If you do not have a Illinois concealed carry license and you are a resident, then your firearm must be unloaded or disassembled. If you're out of state and you have a out of state concealed carry license, you are good to travel through Illinois with your firearm on your person or about your vehicle, as long as you are not stopping and leaving your vehicle with your firearm. While these aren't all the laws in Illinois, these are the ones that I find to be most important. If you are planning a visit here though, I would recommend going online and searching up the laws for yourself. At this time, these laws are accurate, but you know, state laws do change. So by the time you see this, it may be different. And there may also be other information that you want to know. So please, before you travel to Illinois or anywhere else, search up the laws in that state and find out what you can and you can't do. Until next time, stay safe, stay dangerous, and if you're looking for me, you know where I'll be.
I be where the shooters be.